Please put your hands together for Angel.
You need headphones to get my feedback to make sure you know the level's good, or? They are. Hello.
Hands together for Kelly. Quick fire, Fisher. Coming down here to table number 5. Both players been playing fantastic last night. You guys were here. You saw some great 10 ball. She's back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are here live at the Valley Forge Convention Center. We are watching the Diamond Pro Players 10 Ball Championship. I believe this is quarterfinal action. Today's match is going to be between Thorsten Hohmann and his competitor is going to be Shane Van Boening. These guys are playing. This is the final, final 4 players in the tournament, man. We had 4 days of excellent pool. You guys have seen some of the best pool on the East Coast. Pretty much the best pool in the country. These competitors have been sweating it out all week. We are down to the last 4 competitors. Thorsten Hohmann, he's been playing great all week. Shane Van Boening himself has been playing excellent pool. In fact, he actually whitewashed the last hatch yesterday, which is an unbelievable feat. These guys are set to leg right now, and it's going to determine the break. We're playing a race to 9. And, you guys better have your coffee ready because you can't go anywhere. We're going to have 3 matches today, 11:30, 1:30, 3:30. The finals will be at 3:30. So set yourself up in front of that computer, get comfortable, and settle for a long day of excellent pool watching. Before this match starts, I'd like to give a quick shout out for our sponsors, which is Inside Pool Magazine, McDermott Handcrafted Cues, along with BilliardCommunity.com. These 3 guys have put together an excellent live feed for you people at home. They're pool nuts just like the rest of us. So if you guys get a chance to help them out, order the magazine, go to McDermott Cues. If you guys got to buy a cue, go get a McDermott cue. It's an excellent product. And check out BilliardCommunity.com. Help support them like they're helping support the sport of pool that we all love to play and watch. Again, today is Sunday. It's the last day of the Allen Hopkins Super Billiard Expo. We're here going to be watching this 10-ball match. There are a bunch of other matches going on right now. We're going to try and get you some scores for them during the course of the day. They also have that straight pool challenge going on downstairs. We're going to try and get you some results there. But right now we're getting set to break off rack number 1 for what should be an excellent match. I think Shane is determined to come back from his loss yesterday with the vengeance. I think he wants this title badly. I think he took it out on Dennis Hatch. He beat the guy 9-0, I heard. I didn't get a chance to commentate that one. I would have loved to have seen that one. But we're going to enjoy a good match today. The break was nice. It was a good break. Spread the balls. The 1 and 2 are kind of tied up a little bit. He's going to play some kind of push, I think, for a safety. Obviously, he's got no direct shot on that 1. But he's going to think about this for a second. He might try and play 1 rail behind the 1. But yeah, like I said, he's going to push. He's going to try and figure out the best way to attack this opening rack. He wants to jump out on top of he doesn't want to get more than that first rack. So you're going to see a little bit of strategy right now. You're going to see some moves. You're not going to see any aggressive shot making just yet. They're going to position that white ball in a position so that they'll have the opportunity to run a table out when they get ball in hand. And both of these guys, they're going to be patient in the beginning. They're not going to rush into anything. They know that this means a lot. We're at the deep end of this tournament. These guys are fighting out for their share at 20,000. I think first place is 10 grand. That's a lot of cheese. So they're going to try and put as much of that in their pocket as they can. Thorsten tried to play a safety up under the 3. And he actually, I think he left Shane He left most of the ball. I can't tell if he can see all of it, but he's kind of stuck right here. He's going to clip at it, but if he's going to try and cross it, the 6 ball is going to get in the way of the cue. He might see all of it. I can't really tell from this angle, but if he can see it, he's going to play it. But like I said, I don't think he can see the whole ball right now. And he's looking now. He's a little upset because he knows that 6 ball's in the way if he tries to cross it. Try and play some kind of safe. I can't tell if he can get between the 5 and the side pocket to maybe play a spin shot off the 1. But yeah, he's going to figure out what he needs to do before he pulls that trigger, and he's going to get the job done. So looks like he's made up his mind, and we're going to see what he's going to do. I can't tell if he can see the whole ball. All right, he had plenty of ball actually. He just overcut that one. He did leave Thorsten a shot. He got a cut at it, but I think he's going to play this across table twice.
How you doing?
Glad you could join me for this match. It should be an excellent match between these 2 players. Both players have been playing great. Thorsten played before and did not. Unfortunately, the speed was not perfect, and he got stuck at 7. I think he's probably going to masse. Looks like he wants to play a masse shot. Yeah, between the 7.
Yeah, you'll have to shoot that. He can't get by the side. He'll have to put a partial masse on that one,
Yeah. You can come down table 2 past the 4 ball and spin it, but I think if he plays it this way, it's going to leave him a better opportunity.
Always go to the closer rail when you can.
Yeah. That's going to be a big advantage for him. He's going to try and figure out how to hit it and leave Shane safe. Yeah, he's going to
Won't be able to shoot very hard either.
No, he's going to spin it. He's got to be careful though, because if he gets too much spin on it and comes up on the backside of that 2 ball, you can scratch down here in his corner pocket. All right, he played a good shot. Unfortunately, he's going to give Shane the 2 ball and potentially the whole rack right here. He did the best he could from the position he was in. And sometimes you just you're going to make the hit more often than not, but the leave is kind of dependent on what other balls are around.
Sometimes you're just trying to hit it. Other times you can hit either side of it at will.
Exactly. And Shane's going to take a second here to find his pattern for this rack. I think he'll probably play the 2 in the corner and come 2 rails, a spin shot, and the 3 in the opposite corner pocket.
Might not have a lot of room here, though.
Yeah. We'll see what he does. It doesn't go past the 4 in the same pocket as the 2 goes in, so yeah, he played a good shot. I really don't see any other problems right here. The only problem, or potential problem right now, is that if he plays the 3 in the corner, he could hit that 4 ball.
Yeah, and he might have to hit it pretty crisp, and he might have to hit it so crisp he comes to the other side, but he's pretty straight in, so I think he can get over here.
Yeah, he might draw on top of that 4 ball, play the 4 in the opposite corner.
Oh.
But yeah, he decided to nudge the 4.
Teased it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a good shot. He figured trying to draw that ball was too much, so he just nudged it a little bit, which is was a good shot on his part. Puts him in good position to take this first rack. I don't see any other problems here, so he'll just play this a little bit of left-hand spin. Perfect. Shane plays perfect when he gets in his gear.
Man.
He's in dead punch. He's smooth. He's got that laid-back stroke.
Yeah, he sure does.
Kind of reminds me of Corey Deuel a little bit. The way Corey strokes the ball when he just effortlessly puts that cue ball wherever he wants it.
He hit that one a little too low. He didn't want to get that over near that corner pocket that much. Now he's got a rougher shot.
Yeah, he's probably going to come forward, I think, and play the 8 ball in the side pocket after he makes the 7. But again, it's a little further away than he wanted to be. Well, he decided to hold it up on the low side of that side pocket. Not a bad shot, but
did you know Shane's mom was a great amateur pool player?
you know, I heard that.
And his grandpa his grandpa taught the family. I mean, his grandpa's, I think, a great teacher.
Yeah, I heard that his whole family is involved in pool.
Great.
A couple of his aunts, I think, or
his mom and her
top players.
Her sister were top amateurs. Very good. And then he comes along, and grandpa's in the background. He was a great guy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he was lucky to grow up with a pool family. He started young, and he's dominating the sport right now. So Shane Van Boening is going to go ahead and take a one-game lead. It's important to get that first game under your belt. It kind of eliminates the first, the little bit of jitters you might feel. Tells your opponent, hey, I'm serious about playing this match, and I'm not going to give you anything. So Thorsten has to watch out. He doesn't want to let Shane get too much of a lead up front, so he's going to stay focused, and he's going to try and make sure he wins this rack. He's got the break right now, and he's using the AccuRack right now, which you guys have been seeing all weekend long. It's an excellent idea. The product works great. It looks a little different. It looks kind of funny hanging it from the light in your pool room, but it gets the rolls racked perfectly every time. Right in the center, you can't high rack or you can't low rack, and you can't tilt the rack. Jerry, you've seen this rack all week. What are your thoughts on that?
Interesting. You can't tilt the rack.
Exactly. I was commenting during the week saying it's the only rack I've ever seen that comes with its own luggage. Because it just looks like it's got baggage behind it.
You can't tough to give your opponent that crooked rack too.
Exactly. Yeah, so it might look a little different, but it actually the technology and the thought that went behind creating it is actually quite sound.
Definitely has some merit. Of course, every rack is at the mercy of the condition of the cloth.
That's true too. And in fact, with the new cloth on this type of rack, I don't even see the need for a spot because it puts the balls in that same position. I mean, obviously you put a spot down, but it gives you that perfect position every time. And these guys have been using it all week, so they're used to using it. They're comfortable with it, and now they're getting some good results with it.
I think we might be seeing some safeties this rack, huh?
You mean you don't like the run out from here? Whatever do you mean? Yeah, that right-hand side of the table.
How in the world can he possibly not run out here?
Yeah. Isn't this what they call a Cosmo? Yeah, no, he's going to try and put that cue ball underneath the 10. And he wanted to try and get up underneath that 4 ball. He got the 4 ball on the way. Now, Thorsten is blocked. He's going to have to play a massé shot, I think. He can play a one-rail kick from the bottom rail. But
now he's letting his opponent break up the ball, so Thorsten's going to have to break up those balls.
Well, I don't think he's going to hit this hard. If he can spin it, if he's close enough to the one that he can spin it and just touch it and maybe come 1 or 2 rails across table, he's got a good chance of leaving it stuck underneath that cluster right there, but he's going to jack up on it, massé. He's kind of at the mercy, he's kind of at the mercy of the layout right there. But he made a good hit. Everything is still kind of tied up a little bit. Shane does have a bank if he wants to get aggressive. But
nowhere for the 2 to go.
Exactly. It looks like the 2 ball and the 7 might be frozen. Might be locked up. It might be dead in the corner pocket.
You mean the 5-7?
The 5-7, exactly. So if he does decide to bank the 1, he might play the 2 into the 5. 7 goes down. You can control pretty much where the 2 is going to end up based on how he hits the 5. That's a very aggressive shot. We'll see what he does. He's probably going to play safe again, though. Yeah, if he gets underneath that 4 ball, it's a smart shot. Because now Thorsten again is faced with trying to massé and hit it. He'll probably make a good hit.
But he might be able to see the edge of that one. What do you think?
I don't know. It looks a little thin. But if he can, he's going to just thin it. If he can see the edge of the 1, he might just roll it and try and get behind that 6. He could actually play this like again rail first, but I think he's not going to be able to leave Shane stuck.
He does have to elevate. It looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. From this position, he's kind of at the mercy, again of the layout. He'll hit it. I predict he's going to hit it, but depending on the leave, So he came across table.
Came out as good as he could have on that shot.
Exactly. Sometimes you just have to hit it and take what you get, because you can't control everything. He kind of tied the 2 and 8 up a little bit. I mean, the 8 looks like it might be going in the corner. I don't see him cutting the 1 ball up the rail. I think he's going to run into the 5. Again, he's going to play safe probably. Again, I can see him thinning the right side of the 1, and again trying to get behind the 4. He's got a good chance to get behind that 4 and 6 maybe. If he comes up too hard, if he hits it bad.
He's got a little window of room here. So around that 10 ball.
Right. He might try to double bank the 1. He might try to double bank the 1, 2 rails, and drift the cue ball up on top of that 7-5. He could maybe carry him the 7 ball in the side pocket right here. That looks like a
I was thinking of that earlier, but it's pretty scary. And 1 ball would be over in here somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's kind of iffy.
I think that's too
From
aggressive.
this angle,
yeah.
it looks iffy.
But yeah, he's not gonna pull the trigger before he figures out exactly what he's gonna do. He's already got a 1-game lead, and he wants to build on that right now. He does not want to give Thorsten a chance to tie the match up again. It looked like he might have called the bank on that. Did he go for a pocket or?
See that?
I can't see him attempting this. But again, he's going to try and figure out the best way to lock Thorsten back up.
We'll try to tickle that 7.
We'll see what he does. Yeah, he tried a 2-rail bank on the 1 to get up table and maybe leave it behind his 5-7, but unfortunately it didn't work out. He left Thorsten a shot. Yeah. That's the one fortunate thing that Shane Van Boening can be happy about. He didn't really leave him an easy shot, and based on where the 2 ball is, he's limited as to where he can put it. Now, he might decide to just kind of cinch this 1 ball and play the 2-8 combination. I think that'll give him the best of bet.
He's a pro player. I think he'll try to draw back and shoot the deuce to the side.
Yeah, that's a good shot also. I mean, these guys are capable of that. He can come forward if he wanted to also, I think, and maybe come up between the 6 and 4, 1 rail. I think that's a little tricky though, but I think your shot is what he's going to pick. We'll see how he executes. Yeah, see, he drawed it, and that's what happens, I guess, if you have to. Sometimes you have to force that ball.
Touch this rail, and that got him.
Yeah.
When we teach people to play, we say when you're shooting a ball along a rail, don't touch the rail it's close to, and then you can shoot as hard as you want.
Yeah.
You just tickle that close rail.
Yeah, and these pockets tightened up pretty good
That's
during
right.
the week. I mean, in the beginning of the week, they were a little bit more accommodating. You can miss hit a shot like that, and it would still go in, but today, forget about it. As you just saw, touch that rail, and it's not going in.
This.
Yeah, he came up a little short right there.
Ball. Yeah.
I don't know. He could probably see a little piece of it. He might even be able to see the whole ball. It's kind of more angle. But if he does have to elevate, I think he only has to cover a small part of that 6.
It's not what he wanted at all.
No.
He's got to jump.
Yeah, he's going to have to elevate a bit. And, if it's a good hit, he's got a good chance of going. It looks pretty straight. If it does go, 2 balls going to stay roughly around where it is. He might have a shot in the side pocket next. We'll see how good he gets this one. How do you like that, folks? Wow, that guy, he's just unreal. Not only did he pot the 8, you know, he put the 2 ball right in front of the corner too, positioned the cue ball properly, and now he's pretty much set to take the 2nd rack.
That 8 looks good in the corner. 7.
Yeah, and it's just based on whether or not that 5-7 is, you know, going to go in that corner pocket. It looks like it's wide for that corner pocket. I'm sure he can throw it either way if he's touching it, or if he's got to cut it slightly. The position he's in right now, that's what he's going to play. If he gets out of line or if he comes up short, they might have a potential for him to carry the 7 in the side pocket.
to the
Oh, well,
or
he's
he
gotta
might
play the
kill
4
this here.
first.
Leave the
Right.
combination.
I thought that was the 8. I'm sorry.
Well, he
Played a
didn't
good
want, he
shot,
didn't want to
and there
take
you
a
go.
chance on that
You broke it out.
combination. Yeah, he didn't want to do that. So that combination must not have been as good as we thought.
Yeah, it must have had some kind of cut to it. And now he's in a bad spot because I can't tell if the 5 goes by the 9. If that doesn't go, he's just going to leave distance.
The 5 and the
Maybe the 5
both
up
balls
by the 9.
and both balls on the end rails.
Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of in a tough spot right there. Just based on the direction the cue ball was going to go, the path the 5 was going to take, there was nothing, no interfering
Sure
balls.
looked great, didn't it?
Yeah, it did from here. I'd have played it from here, I think.
Well, it's obviously it looked different from the table, so.
Right.
Wow.
But again, they have a much better perspective on the table than we do. You know, if they're not comfortable playing the shot, obviously. Thorsten's got a tough shot here. I think he's going to play it. He's going to play it in the bottom left hand corner pocket. He's probably going to come 4 rails, I think. 3 or 4 rails for the 6 on the side.
He's stolen 2 rails, too.
Well, came up a little short, I think. I thought maybe he would have went 2 rails into the corner and come out to the long rail again. But yeah, he just decided to go natural. He's kind of stuck right within the 50-yard line. Looks like if he goes for the side pocket, besides the corner, the 10 ball might get him.
The side pocket could get him in this corner. The 10 ball could get him in the side. So
Yeah.
it's,
But again, these guys are just starting this match. It's a second rack. The conditions have changed since yesterday. There's not as many people in the stands right now, but it's going to be full later. So they're going to adjust to the speed and the conditions of the table. So he'll get the speed down pretty good. I would say within another rack or 2.
yeah, they always do.
Yeah. He looks like he's going to bank at this ball. I think he called a cross side bank. Oh, and he hit that one perfect. Yeah, controlled that cue ball very well. He went close to 5. That was a small window in between the corner and 5. He played that great. All right, he's going to be dead straight on that 9. Thorsten Hohmann is in a great position here. Tie up this match again in one piece. Played a great shot there. He's just going to roll this one in. Maybe a little center ball. He's going to tie this match up one apiece. So after 2 racks, we're tied up. Once again, it is a race to 9. This is for a semifinal match. There's only 4 players left in the event, and obviously one of these guys are going home after this. Neither one of them wants it to be them that are going home. That's for sure. Yeah. There's a lot more cheese to be had if you stay in the event. So yeah, they're going to fight this out to the end. It's going to be a good match. But
It's fun to watch pros play because you're watching all that talent and
yeah,
knowledge. It's just
they make the game look so easy, don't they?
They sure do.
You know.
They don't take many chances, and they always take one of the easiest ways to get the cue ball where they need to.
Yeah, yeah. The less movement, the better. Yeah, the less chance that something can go wrong. So Shane's got the break in this rack 3. And Shane today has pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, he's got the best 10 ball break in the game.
Great break. And watch the cue ball. That cue ball, he doesn't want that cue ball to touch a rail.
Right. He's going to control that one also. Up table. Positions itself right in front of that corner pocket all the time.
A lot of amateur players don't realize that almost every break with the 9 ball, the 10 ball, the cue ball ends on the other end of the table. So you should never overspin on a break, ever.
Right. Yeah, you play position for that one ball because, like you said, it's always coming up table. And these guys know that. You know, they hit it so perfect every time. I think part of Shane's practice routine is to break 100 times.
That's keeping that cue ball out of the side pockets. That's what's
Exactly.
so important.
I mean, unless you get unfortunate kiss and get kicked, that's different. I've had that happen.
I was doing a match yesterday. Like this, and I said one of the things they work scratching. I got two right in the side pocket in a row.
Exactly.
Milk is that's brutal. That just says, okay, I'm giving you one on the wire.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Because at this level, you scratch. And what I tell people is that if you make one mistake like that, you don't lose one game. I tell them it cost you 3. Because you know the guy's going to get up and break and run out, or break and have a combo, or make the 10 on the break or the 9 on the break. So you make one simple mistake like that and not get kicked in. As if it's your mistake, I tell people, hey, don't make those mistakes because it's going to cost you more than one game.
People should know that pros never break as hard as they can.
No, exactly.
You break as hard as you can to control someone. So they break as hard as they can and control the cue ball.
Yeah, you never see these guys, swing wildly at it either. Everything is a nice controlled motion. The timing is a big part of his break. If you notice, he doesn't really put a tremendous amount of force into it. But his wrist snap, his follow through is not good. And Shane Van Boening takes rack number 3, so now he's pulling out a little bit in this match. Again, Thorsten doesn't want to make sure, he wants to make sure that he wins this rack. He wants to keep this as absolutely close as possible. Again, with this alternating break format, if your opponent gets too much of an advantage and he gets too far ahead in the match, it becomes almost impossible for you to catch up because you can't string 4 or 5 together. After your rack is over,
Well,
you have to sit down again.
That debate will go on for a long time, which is best, winner break or alternate break.
Right.
It seems like one side says fairer is alternate break.
Right.
There's pros and cons to each side.
Right. Yeah, I think you can debate that issue back and forth. The audience and the fans, they want to see a guy string 7 racks. They want to see a guy run the set out.
All right, but on the other hand, if he runs out, he runs out, he runs out,
exactly.
he still saw 7 racks.
Exactly. That's the way I see it.
Now you have an even match.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And the way I look at it also, it's a more fair competition. If you could lose a leg, if it's win or break, the guy can break, run out, he can run the set out on you. Number 1, you never got to play, and number 2, the fans never got to see you play. They didn't see a match.
Lean that way too. It's more fair.
Yeah, and like you said, if you run out on your break and the opponent doesn't, you're still going to win the match. And then it's like you said, it's a more fair opportunity for the competitors. Close to
It's
throw.
better for the fan base. Closer match. Alternate break.
Exactly. And then when the pressure comes down to the end at a hill situation, arms start to freeze up in that instance, and people make mistakes. So we're going to see what Shane can do here with this rack. He's got a little bit of a cluster on the right-hand side. I do think the 4 ball goes past the 9.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, the 5 is close enough. He doesn't have to do too much with it. So he's going to roll this up, I think. He might try to hit the 8 here to keep position. Yeah, you see, he tried to hit the 8. He knew he was going to have to roll far enough. He couldn't hit it soft enough to make it and still stay underneath the 8.
But what he did was he overcut it a little bit. Further from the 8.
Yeah, could have hit that a little thicker. But now he's got to think about what to do.
It's a big mistake.
Yeah. Now from here, again, I try to tell people that if you can't make a good hit, another option is to try and tie balls up. Because the guy's going to get ball in the head, which is all right.
Could shoot the 6 up against the 4-9, or
Yeah.
she hit a 7 into the rail up against the
Yeah, that's a good shot.
6 would be good. It's a 7 there. If you use a 6 to break them up, if you use a 6 there, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
That shot would be to shoot the 6 there. Wants to do that.
And again, Thorsten will get ball in hand, but based on where the 3 is, even getting to that spot on the table isn't going to be the easiest.
So there, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, pretty good shot there. He got unfortunate. knows how to hit this. You know, he wants to hit that specific side. A lot of amateurs, they just want to hit it.
That's right.
You know, they're just hoping to make contact. These top rows.
We were talking last night. The American scene was like that.
Exactly.
He taught us, hey, you can't hit inside of the head.
Exactly. He introduced us to the kick safe.
Yes.
Which is it's huge if you can master that, hitting this correct side of that ball. Because you go from an instant underdog to an instant favorite, and you put the other guy in a defensive.
Sure.
You know, he thinks he locked you up pretty good, and he's thinking he's going to get ball in hand, and all of a sudden he's in jail.
Good shot.
Yeah, Thorsten's looks like he's playing pretty controlled right now.
That was a big mistake that Shane made on that 2-ball, wasn't it?
Right.
Cost him the game.
Yep. And again, like I said, you know, if you make one mistake, it could end up costing you more than one game. Especially the way these guys play. But that alternate break, though, format in this instance would kind of help him, because he's going to get another shot. You know, he's going to get another shot at the table. So Thorsten looks like he's in control here to tie the match back up with 2 games apiece.
Have to make a big mistake to win this game. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
I think the only thing that would help Shane in this instance would be a miscue.
Or a heart attack.
Or a heart attack, and I don't see either one happening. Thorsten ties up this match at 2 apiece. We're going to take a quick second. We're going to pay some bills. You guys can go out there and get a fresh cup of coffee or a nice cold beer or something and relax, and we're going to be right back.
Since 1975, McDermott Cue has consistently raised the performance standards for what billiard players expect from a high-performance cue. Introducing the highest evolution in shaft technology. Our new G-Core shaft features a triple-layer design which reduces vibration and minimizes shaft distortion. The patented Intimidator iShaft series incorporates a full-length carbon fiber core that results in the most radical consistent shaft on the market. From our ball-breaking big boy shaft to the surgical precise i3 shaft. McDermott Cue. Hardcore performance for hardcore players. Introducing the McDermott Gambler Pro Tour. The premier Southeast Billiards Tour. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Tennessee. Thousands to be won. Open 9-ball, amateur 9-ball, ladies 9-ball. Log on to gamblerprotour.com for more information.
All right, we're back.
Look at that cue ball again. Never touched the rail.
No, and the one went right back to that same corner pocket. He got kicked out a little bit, but he made 2 balls on the break. He got a little bit unfortunate with the leave right there. So he's probably gonna. I think he's probably gonna push. Where do you think the best option to push would be right now?
Well, if he comes down towards the 6, it's an easy safe to put the cue ball over by the 3. He might leave him some kind of a little tougher kick.
Right. Yeah, he's going to think before he actually commits to a shot right now. And again, this is also another instance where he would potentially maybe tie something up to help give Thorsten a much tougher rack.
Yeah, well,
but
it's not near as easy to do as a rack we saw before.
Right.
I think he'll just leave him a tough.
You see, he hit that pretty hard. I didn't like that, to be honest with you, because now I think Thorsten has a lot of control on this cue ball. He doesn't have to hit it that hard. I think he's going to bank it 1 rail up and up towards the 6 and leave the cue ball up on that 2 ball.
Well, I think he tried to leave him where he couldn't send the cue ball straight back by the 6. That's real tough here.
Yeah.
With this angle. If he touches the 8, and this is pretty free over here. So here he's got a wall of balls here. He might just leave the cue ball here, put the 1 down here. He's got a nice little wall here.
Yeah, he could just
2-8-5.
Yeah, if he just thins the left-hand side and comes up behind the 5, maybe.
He could even go over and tickle a 3, even if he makes it. He can tickle a 3 and the cue ball anywhere down here, anywhere at the other end of the table is safe.
Right. Yeah, he could bank it towards the 7 maybe and leave the 2 in the way. He's got options right here.
I see he took advantage of that wall there.
Yeah. I can't tell if he left him a shot.
I don't think so.
He might decide to hop at it. Yeah, it looks from this angle. It looks like he's definitely blocked.
Good shot.
The 6 ball blocks the 1 rail kick long ways. The 2 ball looks like it's in the way of a 1 rail kick to the right side rail.
Yeah.
He might decide to play a jump shot right here.
Yeah.
He also might decide to go 3 rails past the 6 into the corner and come back out for a shot.
That would be pretty tough because he'd have to hit so close to that corner pocket to come off this short.
Yeah.
So you have to come way up here.
Yeah, he's going to jump at this, I think. And Shane he's a master at the jump shot.
Oh.
He's probably going to jump this with his full cue. He gets more control with it that way. And how do you hit that one, folks?
Look at the draw. Look at the draw. What a shot.
And he did that with his playing cue. I wish we had instant replay.
I don't know if he did. He have that with his playing cue?
Yeah, I think he did. He's like Strickland when it comes to that. He's jumping balls with his playing cue. Wow. The combination looks pretty good. He got the 2 ball off the rail enough.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think he's good. He'll play this, I think, 1 rail up past the 8 and play the 5 in the side.
What a shot that jump shot was. Draw the cue ball the other end of the table.
Right, that was tremendous.
Shot.
Tremendous. Shane is here to play. That's going to send a message to Thorsten that, hey, pal, you better not miss, because I'm not going to miss. So Shane actually puts himself in great position right now, again, to take the lead in this set. And I think after losing yesterday, he had a good long talk with himself, and he got the fires lit again. So he's just going to draw back a little bit and play the 8 in the corner. Oh, he decided to roll forward. That's a good shot, too. Now he's naturally coming towards the 10 ball. So I'm going to make a little bit of a prediction right now and say that Shane gets out. He's going to go ahead in this match 3-2. So you guys are watching semi-final action here at the Allen Hopkins Super Billiard Expo. Well, we've been here all weekend long. We're at the Valley Forge Convention Center in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, also known as the King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. And I think Allen's been putting on this event for, I think, 17 years. He's been doing this.
He's done a wonderful job.
Yeah,
sure.
Every year it gets bigger and better. I think there was 130 vendors. He's got all sorts of tournaments going on. He's got the pro event. He had a women's event, which is still going on. He's got the straight.
Got the juniors too.
He's got the junior event. He's got an open division. He's got a senior division. He's got a pro-am, and he's got the straight pool challenge going on downstairs, which is new to this event this year. And I think that's been a big success. And I expect that to even almost double in size next year.
Yeah,
So,
Bob Jewett helps out with that. He's done a great job with that straight pool challenge.
Exactly, along with the other sponsors who have donated cues and such to raffle to help promote that item. Because again, it brings straight pool back into the forefront. You know, it makes it more recognizable game again, and it kind of reintroduces it to the public who aren't really used to playing.
I wish it would come back
pool.
straight. I wish straight pool 14-1 would come back big time.
Well, I think you might be starting to see the rebirth of straight pool in this country.
It would be nice.
Yeah. So we're all set here to break off in rack number 6. Thorsten Hohmann's at the table. He's going to try and control this cue ball pretty good. And he hit him pretty good.
Perfect.
4 ball went down. 7 balls going down. He's got a great shot on the 1. It looks like it might be a short rack because the 5-10 looks like a pretty easy combination in the corner. In my eyes, the big challenge here is just getting good on that 2 ball. After that, the rack pretty much seems to be wide open.
Yeah, then he'll have to come off the 3 and get down table for the easy shot on the 5-10.
Right.
10's up the rail a little bit, so
Yeah.
he'll want to get the cue ball at least past the side pocket.
Oh yeah, he wants to get this perfect.
Well, Well, he left quite an angle there. Gee whiz, three might get in his way here.
Yeah, he might actually touch the 3 now. I'm kind of surprised.
He was scared to go back too far and get behind the 6, so he just kind of hit it a little bit too soft.
Right.
So he's going to think this one over.
Yeah, you see, in order for him to come above the 3 ball without touching it, he's going to have to put a lot of inside spin on this shot, unless he wants to draw it back and forth across the table.
I don't even think he can do it with inside, because he's going to hit way over here.
Yeah. He'd have to almost overstroke the ball. And when you do something like that, you lose a lot of your accuracy.
Yeah.
And that's when you start missing shots. I don't know if he can maybe draw into the 3.
Well, then that balls are flying around, and you don't want to touch it if you don't have to.
Exactly. You see, he held that pretty good, and
good.
he was fortunate enough to get a good kiss on that 3. But he is on the wrong side of the 3. You can still go 2 rails to get down for the 5.
Try to go between the 6 and the 9.
Right. You see, in this instance, he might have to try for the run out or a carom on that 10 ball.
What he might do here is hit it below center and go a 3 cushion, hit it with low left to come down here and over 2. Looks like he can do that. So he's looking at that.
Yeah, if he plays low left, then comes 3 rails on top of that 6. Hits the long rail first, then the short rail.
Looks like it's very feasible, but all he could play safe and just roll up to the 6 too. He's going to do that, I think.
Yeah, he's going to go right between that 6 and 9. And again, he didn't hit that one that great, and he's going to end up paying the price.
He should have done the other way. It was easier to hit that low with left than
it was almost
up here.
It was almost a natural shot. The natural angle going into that pocket was going to bring the cue ball close to the corner, and like you said, with a little bit of bottom left, he could have avoided that corner and spun 3 rails off of the combination. Instead, now he's in a real bad spot because he has to hit that 5. And unfortunately, there's nothing around that end of the table to help him out with a safety. He'll play a 2-rail kick shot maybe and try and get distance. He might even call the 10. It's a little. The 5 looks a little high for him to come off the bottom rail and come underneath that 5 and still make that 10.
No, I couldn't do that.
But he's in a bad spot right now.
Yeah. Well, that was surprising. I think he picked the wrong way.
Yeah.
And with that 10 several inches over here, that's an awful tough shot from down where he had it.
Yeah. And what a lot of players might not realize is that he got out of position on this shot because he undershot the 1 ball. I think that was the starting factor for him. He got out of position on that first shot, and then from there he kept getting out of position until finally.
Yeah, it's an amateur's nightmare. Once you get a little bit gone, you're really gone.
Yeah. Usually these pros
can come back.
Exactly. 1 or 2 shots after they get out of position, they can get right back in position. And again, that's what makes them pros.
Yeah.
You know. But the amateur has a little trouble with that, and this is the result. You'll miss 1 shot.
He's going to have to hit this with draw to come over and hit that 5. Maybe he did call a 10.
No, he made a good shot on it.
Well,
he's going to get unfortunate and scratch. You see, and again, that mistake was based on the bad shot he played on the 1, the poor position he tried to get for that 2 ball. So Shane Van Boening is in excellent position right now to go up 2 games in this set.
Yeah, this should be no problem for Shane.
And now Thorsten, he's going to have to pick up his game a little bit.
Well, you make 1 little mistake and it might not happen again for 10 racks.
Exactly. But unfortunately, with this alternating break format, if Shane gets too far ahead, there's not an opportunity for Thorsten to come back. If you put too much dirt on yourself, you can't get out of the hole sometimes. And Shane's definitely not going to miss these 2 balls. I'm going to go ahead and give him this game right now. And again, it was unfortunate for Thorsten. And he really has to pay attention to what he's doing. Because a simple mistake like that, again, we talked about, it's not going to cost you 1 game. If I'm not mistaken, it's Shane's break right now.
Yep.
So Shane Van Boening wins that game. He's going to increase his lead in this match. So again, like I said, Thorsten has to be careful right now.
Oh yeah, he's doesn't want to get too far behind for sure.
Exactly. Shane Van Boening is now up by 2 games. He leads 4-2. And again, he's got the break right now. So that mistake could prove to be, I'm not going to say fatal at this point, but if Shane does run this rack out, now he's up 5-2 on a race to 9 alternating break.
Yep.
And Thorsten has to realize that Shane's not missing. The jump shots he's coming with, the position play he's
That
coming
one
with.
jump shot he made, that's a classic. That
Absolutely.
should be
the 2 jump shots he made.
yeah.
So he played that first one, the 2-way combination. He got the 2 ball to come down the table where the cue was going to be. That second one, the jump he made, and they drew back for the position. Thorsten, I think he really needs to tighten up his game. It doesn't look like he's going to put nothing down on the break right here. Ooh. Which will help Thorsten out. He needed that to happen.
Thorsten's got to go into the 2 here.
Right.
I think you can just bump the 2 down to the rail and over towards the pocket. Shoot very soft here, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know if he can maybe play a left-hand spin shot on the 1, hit the top side of that 2 ball, and play the 2 in the same pocket that the 1's going in.
Maybe that might be a... There you go.
Yeah, he hit it fuller than he figured, I guess, but he played a great shot.
That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted to do, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think he's going to draw this back 1 rail, come out past the 7, close to the center of the table, cut the 3 in the corner, and get position on that 4 in the same pocket the 2's going in.
Yeah, he should be able to slide right towards the 3 ball, I think, on this shot. Go right straight down towards the 3. I think he's got a little angle. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to punch it. He decided to go between the 6 and 5. See, that was risky.
That was, boy, leaving that angle like that. Well, I see why he did that, because he tried that, because if he'd have been too straight, he couldn't make the 4.
Right.
So he had to leave that angle. He's not so bad now. He slide over by the side pocket.
Right, yeah, he's in good shape here to get this rack. And he can't afford to make a mistake right now. And you'd figure Thorsten Hohmann doesn't make mistakes. But
they don't make many.
No, they don't make a lot, exactly.
So he'll have to shoot the 5 down the corner, long shot.
Right, but a pressure situation like this, he wants to get into a semifinal match. You know, makes funny things happen. So he'll get straight in on the 5, play that up table. He looks like he's in good position.
He's in good shape now.
Yeah, he's in good shape to close this, close the gap up a little bit. But yeah, I don't expect him to miss from here. Yeah, I think he knows at this point. Oh, he played that one.
Did you see that ball?
Yeah.
He missed it. He missed it, but it went in.
Yeah. Somebody was smiling on him.
Yeah, what?
Right there. And again, he can't afford to keep doing that. You know, that simple little mistake like that. Because again, you know, Shane's going to take advantage if he misses right here.
Yeah. Well, he has speed control on a lot of shots. Seems to be not quite there yet, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit short here too.
Yeah, like I said, the table conditions change from day to day.
See, he had to go. He didn't want to go down table. He went too far in that other shot.
But I'm pretty sure he's going to get the speed of this cloth. You better get the speed of it, because by the time he gets the speed of it, Shane's might be at 9 already. The match might be over.
That was better.
Yeah. I think he'll just come 1 rail straight up the table. No. He's gonna stick right with Van Boening, and he's gonna be trailing by 1 game. Which is what he needed. He needed to get out that rack. Get his arm loose.
Yeah.
You know, build up his confidence a bit. So now after 7 racks, Shane Van Boening is leading this set 4 games to 3. While Thorsten's racking, I'd just like to give a shout out to my guys in Wisconsin. I'm a player representative for Wild Eyes Creations, Joe, Wes, and Patrick. They make the Wild Eyes cue holder, which is one of the best cue holders on the planet, I think. I just want to give them a quick shout out. Hopefully they're watching at home. Hello, guys. If you get a chance, check out their site. They'd appreciate it. I think it's wildeyescreations.com. And we're going to be set here in a second to watch Thorsten break off rack number 8 in this semifinal match. Right now, Thorsten desperately wants to win this set. He wants to advance. He's going to play, the winner of this plays Corey Duel.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to be a great match. That's coming up next, so don't you guys go anywhere. Thorsten's going to break this. He's looking to play the 5, I think.
Watch the cue ball.
Yeah. But when they break, these guys are trying to play the 1 or 2 balls.
Watch a cue ball. Boy, that's
right in
just
the corner,
brutal.
right in the side pocket that went.
Just once a set can just kill you when you scratch that ball goes in the side.
That's kind of shocking.
Well,
you know, that's to me that's the player made the mistake. He didn't get kicked in. Or
for
something.
sure.
That pocket's been there for forever, I think.
Yeah.
And he desperately needed to, control the cue ball right there.
Well, look at that. 2 is hard to get at here.
Yeah.
It's going to have to come down. He might be able to come over here.
Yeah, if he gets past the 7 in that side pocket. The 2 ball looks like it's blocked by the 4 in the upper right-hand corner. He's got a potential combination if he wants it.
He could just leave the cue ball where it is, off the 1, and shoot the deuce right between the 7-5. We'll see what he does.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Oh,
he left
he
the
played
angle
that
he
excellent.
wants. Now he'll bump the 10 and come back for the 3.
I think he's going to force follow. He's going to go
think
forward
so?
on this shot. Yeah, he'll come 2 rails behind the 9 and play the 3 in the corner. He bumped the 8 ball out of the way, I think, to give the 8 ball, to give the 3 ball access.
Very good.
That was a great shot on his part, nudging that 8 ball out of the way.
Yeah.
And once again, that's why these guys are pros.
Oh,
The
yeah.
amateur's not going to think to do that.
This game should be history now, too.
Yeah. I don't see anything real difficult right here.
No.
So Shane definitely wants to take advantage right here and get this rack under his belt. That'll put him past halfway in this race to 9.
Shane has a beautiful stroke. What makes a beautiful stroke look good is a nice, lazy backswing. Watch, this goes back so nice and smooth.
Yeah. He's in total control, too, of his swing at all times. Again, a lot of the amateur players, they try and swing as hard as they can to generate that speed they need to break the balls open. And they lose control that way. But Shane swings nice and smooth, consistently, and he generates tremendous power with that wrist snap. And he keeps control of that cue ball. Most of the time, anyway.
What's he going to do here? Just slide over for the 7? He doesn't like to be straight in on this shot.
No, I think he's going to play the 6 in the side ball and the side pocket.
If he does, he'll roll down between the 9 and the 10.
Yeah, he's going to be coming that way. And you think maybe he'll try and put a little bit of bottom on that shot and come between the 7 and 10?
No, because then he would be coming this way and down. I don't think so.
See what he does. I don't think he's going to hit it that hard, but if he can maybe just roll it in and get past the 10, he might be able to play the 7 ball up table. He might have a shot in either side pocket or maybe the corner where he's standing if he can get past that 7.
And he's got a slice. He knows it's a dilemma. He has to do something nice here.
He might want to aim at that 10 ball if he comes off the side of that 6. If he aims for that 10 ball and gets a good hit on it, he can play the 7 in the side. But he's got to watch out he doesn't get behind that 10.
Yeah, look at that. Oh,
Perfect.
what a neat shot.
He must have heard me.
He sure did. That was a nice shot.
He played that great. Again, he's going to put himself in position. He came up short there. He didn't want to be this.
Go over to the rail and
much
back
angle.
out now.
He didn't want to
Try
have
to
this
get the
much
cue
angle.
ball right in the middle of the table. Get out there.
Yeah, but at this late state in the match, he's going to focus and he's going to put these balls down. He might get out of position a little bit, but he's going to recover very well. Yeah, he's going to come off the rail a little bit. I think he wanted to be off the rail more than that.
I think he wanted to touch the 10.
Yeah. So he's got a difficult,
Yeah,
a little more difficult shot. I think he's just going to put a little center ball, touch a bottom, perhaps.
Keep the cue ball out of the side pocket.
Exactly. Yeah, perfect shot.
Very nice.
Shane Van
Very
Boening
nice.
is now going to lead this set 5 games to 3 on a race to 9. And we're going to step out for a second and go to a commercial break, so don't you guys go anywhere. We'll be right back.
These spectacular events. The McDermott Gambler Pro Tour. The McDermott GPT Shark Bite Classic, May 15th and 16th at Hammerheads Billiards in Holiday, Florida. Introducing the McDermott Gambler Pro Tour. The premier Southeast Billiards Tour. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Tennessee. Thousands to be won. Open 9-ball, amateur 9-ball, ladies 9-ball. Log on to gamblerprotour.com for more information.
No one's actually out of shot.
Okay, we're back. Shane Van Boening is breaking off. While we got a second while he's playing with the rack, Jerry, you're involved with the pool school, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think I have about the longest running school in America.
Right.
Been at it a long time.
It's a pleasure to have a guy in the booth with your knowledge of the game. If we get a chance later in the match, perhaps you can touch on that a little bit.
Okay.
Inform our viewers.
I have a great website. They can go to poollessons.com.
All right, everyone out there, if you hear that, get on that website. Get yourself some knowledge.
A great links page, too.
All right, Shane Van Boening is ready to break off. Rack number 9. And he wants to make something on the ball on the break right here. That 9-ball went in for him. The 1 went in. The 7 went in. Wow, he hit that one very well.
Look at the deuce.
And
Ouch.
he got unfortunate.
Ouch.
That the 2-ball kind of crawled up underneath the 6 there. That would have been a great rack for him to run, to pull a little bit ahead in the match. And now he's not so sure what he's going to do. It's tough to leave a push here. Again, he got kind of unfortunate. He got unfortunate that this 2-ball ended up there. What would have been a great shot for him to break and run and stretch his lead even further.
He hit a perfect break. Cue ball, just total control of that white ball. That's exactly what they need.
Right. Now you can't play a spin shot.
Well, he might do one of those one-pocket shots where you hit the rail, stop the cue ball.
Right.
And hit the rail first, kind of keep Whitey right behind the 6, and let the 2-ball come over here. So, he's going to go down.
He's going to go the other way.
Touch a rail.
I think the shot you're referring to, I think maybe the 8-ball might be interfering, based on how the 2-ball comes off the cue. It's going to be going in that direction.
Wow, I can't believe he's shooting in that direction.
I think he's going to push. And he's going to let Thorsten, he's going to try and let Thorsten make the mistake. He knows Thorsten's not playing well right now. And he's going to see what Thorsten can do. And from here, what do you see, Jerry? What do you see as
leave him down behind the 8.
Yeah.
Try to get down behind the 8.
You think he can hit it thin enough to come maybe 2 or 3 rails and get underneath the 3-ball?
Well, he'd have to shoot harder, but that 2 would sneak out for a bank maybe if he'd shot that hard. But
yeah, he's going to try and get him with that 8-ball.
Yeah. He got trying to get him with the 3.
Yeah, and you're right. Well, I think he did get him, but the 2-ball came out a lot further than he wanted. He hit that a lot thicker than he intended to, exactly.
But if he would hit it thinner, then the white ball would have went another foot farther too.
Exactly. Now we're going to see Shane jump the jump cue. If he jumps anything like he does with the full cue, I think he's going to play this right in the side pocket and maybe come 1 rail above the 6. Cross table for that 3-ball. It's just amazing the accuracy this guy has with that jump cue. Or jumping balls rather, with his full cue or with the jump cue. I wouldn't be surprised to hear that if he practices with the jump stick. A lot of people don't do that.
Oh yeah, but I think they all do. They have to.
They should,
get proficient with it.
Yeah, if the amateur player wants to improve their game, I tell them to play a rack with a bridge. Play a full rack using the bridge. It'll get you used to using that bridge. Yeah. So play a lot of jump shots. It's the only way to get practice. The only way to get good at it.
That is correct. Boy, this is tough. It's amazing how accurate you can be with the butt of the cue that high in the air. It's just amazing how accurate these pros are.
He made a good hit. He just missed the bank. He just missed putting the 2 on the side, and he did leave Thorsten a good chance right now. I think the key shot right here is just getting on the 3 ball. Doesn't really seem to be anything else in the way. You know, if he plays bottom left to come out towards center table, he'll have an angle on the 3 to come up back to the 4 ball. The 4 and 5 go on that same corner. The 2 ball's going in. 6 comes down here by the 10. He'll roll up for the 8. Yeah, he looks to be in good position right now. We're going to take a quick second. I'm going to give you guys some updates. I think the women's event is going on right now, and Brittany Bryant, I believe, is up 6-0 on Sarah Rousey. I believe it is, and Kelly Fisher's got a 7-1 lead over Paglia. So the women's event looks like they're getting down to the business end also. Thorsten played a good shot there. He's going to come 1 rail for the 6.
Nice angle.
Yeah. He's got to hit this firm enough to get straight in on the 6. He doesn't really want to have too much of an angle. I don't know if the 8 goes past the 10.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to have to play the combo, so he wants to get dead straight on this 6 ball. How he hit it.
Beautiful.
Perfect speed. You see, now he's getting the feel of the cloth down. He's getting the feel of the table. He's getting more controlled, more relaxed. And he's starting to shoot a lot better. He's actually going to, tighten up this match again. He's going to get 1 game back. He's going to be trailing by 1 in about 20 seconds. He's going to be down 5 games to 4 in this race to 9. And there you have it. After 9 racks, Shane Van Boening is leading this match 5 games to 4. Once again, we're at the Allen Hopkins Super Billiard Expo, which is in Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. And I've said before, if anyone's east of the Mississippi, there's no excuse not to be here this weekend.
Even farther than that. I came from Phoenix.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
I guess if you're east of the
just love to
Pacific,
come here. Yeah, east of the Pacific.
If you guys are east of the Pacific, you need to be here.
It's a great show, and the crowds this year are tremendous.
Yeah.
It
gets bigger and bigger every year. And
a place you can come and see just several world champions and all in one spot. It's a wonderful place to
exactly.
be.
I touched on that. It's not just a local event. It's actually an international field we have here. Thorsten Hohmann, Ralph Eckert. I believe we have a couple other players from across the Atlantic. It really is a great opportunity for you guys to see firsthand these top pros compete. And, in my experience, just watching these top pros play is going to make your game better.
Sure will.
I know it's improved my game. So if you can, get down here. You still have time. We got a quarterfinal match right now. We got the semis coming up, and then we have the finals coming up at 3:30. So if you can, get on down here.
Cue ball.
Ooh. Yeah, he came close to that side pocket again.
Look at the 3-8. Okay, this game could be history.
Wow, that worked out pretty good for him. He avoided the scratch. Everything is sitting pretty well. If he can control himself and stay composed throughout this rack, he's got a great shot right now to tie the match up at 5 apiece.
Yeah. He'd like to move the cue ball way off the rail so he can shoot the deuce straight in and just come straight back across the table instead of going down past the 6-10.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have to go up and down table. And the 2 is dropped right there in the corner on the side. He's got plenty of chance to do that. Yeah, he'll just come straight back. Everything pretty much is laid out perfectly for him. Once he gets on to 3, I would imagine this is kind of one of those roadmap racks. Not quite a Cosmo, but I think as close as you could get. And again, Thorsten knows that it's late in this match. You can't afford to make those simple mistakes he's been making. Right here, for example, he's a little bit out of position. He's going to have to go 2 rails, I think, underneath the 10. He might even play this 3 rails.
Yeah, come up near the 9.
Yeah, to get himself better position. And that's just because he came up short a little bit on that 3 ball. That's the type of mistake that he cannot continue to keep making. You know, with this alternate break format, and you know, any more mistakes this late in the match is going to be costly for Thorsten.
For sure. I think he'll, unless he can, no, he should go 3 cushions, I think.
He should. A little high right.
Yeah.
And that should get him where he needs to be. He might be able to play, I'm going to say like a center ball, bottom right, maybe 1 rail up past the 10 or between the 10 and 6. But that's kind of risky.
Yeah, that would be more risky. I think you're right.
He could almost play that same shot with the high left, like an inside spin.
That would be riskier too. The 9 is no chance of getting behind the 9 with this angle.
You think maybe he's worried about running into the 10 ball?
Well, he's cutting across his window, you know, so they don't like to do that.
Right.
So, but it's pretty easy. You just try to get back out in the center of the table, game's over.
Yep.
Oh, he's shooting below center.
He's going to play this with inside spin and try to play the 6 ball past the 7. It worked for him. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Yeah, that's very unconventional.
Well, he's got the mental thing of the 7 there.
I think he'll get past it all right, but yeah.
It's a little scary.
Right, the pattern he picked out here. And again, that's because he undershot the 3. But he's good enough to recover from a shot like that. But again, I tell people also that when you're forced into a situation where you have to do something, sometimes the obvious shot is not always the right shot. Again, I used to use this analogy that when a pitcher is in a bad spot and he has to get a strike, he's not necessarily going to throw the fastball right down the center. He's going to throw his best pitch.
Yeah.
And if Thorsten felt comfortable with that inside spin, if he felt that was his best stroke at this instance, that's what he's going to go with.
Yeah, I never thought he'd do that. I
No.
think he was he had a very small window there.
Yeah.
Coming around 3 cushions made
Another
the window
another
much
2
bigger.
inches, and he's tucked up
That's
under
right.
that 10 ball. He played that okay. He's going to be straight in on that 9.
And I'm wondering why he didn't just shoot a lower and just come back a diamond or diamond and a half closer to the 9.
Yeah. Well, I
Instead of
guess
coming
maybe using
straight
that
out the
bridge.
rail. Well,
He didn't want to take a chance with it. He should be okay from here, though. It's a pretty simple straight-in shot, just a stop shot. And he's dead straight on that 10, so I think he's going to tie this matchup at 5 games apiece.
very nice.
Yeah, there you have it, folks. After 10 racks, we have a tie ball game. Shane Van Boening and Thorsten Hohmann are tied up at 5 apiece. Shane Van Boening, as you guys know, is from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. A South Dakota kid, I believe his
From
nickname
Rapid
is.
City? Sioux Falls?
I thought it was Sioux Falls.
I think it's Rapid City.
Rapid City?
Yeah, I think he's from
South
Rapid
Dakota?
City. Yeah.
Okay, he's sponsored by Q-Tech. He's a 2007 U.S. Open 9-ball champ. He's a 2008 World Cup of Pool winner, I believe, the team event, that doubles event. He's been on a Moscone Cup. And he's a 2009 Derby City 9-ball champ.
Great person. Just a super guy.
Yeah, real nice guy. Down to earth, it seems. Thorsten Hohmann, you know, he's a great player from Europe. He's got all European titles, 8-ball, 9-ball, straight pool champ. He's a 2009 China Open champ. So, I mean, these guys have the resume. Now,
The 2-3.
yeah,
Well,
everything
that's
looks
a
pretty spread out.
3-4. That's a 3-4. Yeah. Well,
The 10's kind of near that corner pocket. I don't think he's going to play the 2-10 combo. He'll probably come 1 rail out and play that 2 in the side pocket. But he's going to look around just to see.
well, this isn't. He's pretty straight on this shot. I thought he had a little angle. If he draws back, if he has a little angle, he could bump into the 7, which would kill him.
Right.
But should be able to draw back anywhere at the other end of the table. But he's going to shoot the 10.
Yeah, he decided to play that combination.
Oh, okay.
I guess he felt better in that instance going forward. Like you said, if he draws it back and gets stuck on the 7 or the 6, perhaps. He played it forward. He's got a he's got a simple, not simple combination. 10 balls hanging. It's pretty big right there. He's straight in on it. I don't see him missing this. And he hit that perfect. Shane Van Boning's going to go up 6 games to 5 in this race to 9. Yeah, I didn't see him missing that shot. Yeah. I myself, on the other hand, I missed a very similar shot to that yesterday.
When it's 3 inches out like that, it's
yeah, that was the ball I played was maybe a ½ inch off the rail, and I just said hit the cue ball straight up the table, up the rail, and I went straight up, but I needed to cut it maybe 2 degrees, and I missed it. But yeah, Shane Van Boning's not going to miss a shot like that, especially this late in the match. Give him a chance to go up 1 game. Again, we're getting down to the very end of this match. Both players have been playing pretty good. Shane Van Boning, if I'm not mistaken, he's still shooting 1,000.
We haven't missed many balls, have they?
We got a TPA on him. I think he's shooting 1,000. He hasn't missed anything. And Thorsten, he's been making 1 or 2 mistakes. Scratch
speed mistakes. Scratching the side.
And again, I think that has to do with the table conditions. They play differently than they did yesterday. And he should be adjusted, though, at this point in the match. Yeah, looks like Shane's still shooting 1,000.
Watch the cue ball.
He's coming close to that side pocket.
I know.
I'm surprised he hasn't adjusted a little bit to stay away from that side pocket.
Oh, boy. Getting on the 2 here with that 8 down there.
Yeah, well, he might be able to play 2 rails.
Well, I think that it's really tough to get in here.
Oh, yeah.
I think he might.
If he wants to be aggressive,
he might be looking for a safety here. Unless I don't see the angle right. Getting here is very difficult. Getting 2 rails out of that corner pocket, but he looks like he's going to do it.
He's going to try it. A little bit of bottom right. He's going to have to spin this pretty good. That's going to give him the best chance. Yeah, see, he
brushing that 8 was scary. Yeah.
He handled that pretty good, though.
He handled it beautifully.
And especially with the 4 ball right there.
Yeah.
Getting on the 5 shouldn't be an issue. So that might have just that shot right there might have just won him the rack. Obviously, he's still got to run all the balls out, but that was a good shot on his part. That was an aggressive shot, and he might be rewarded for it. Yeah, he's got to watch out for that 9 ball. I don't think he wanted to push it that far. Now, he might have to play the combination. Looks like the 9 is blocking part of that pocket.
Yeah, it sure does.
And the 9 looks like it is off the rail a little bit, so it shouldn't be too difficult a shot for him to play the 9. If he plays the right speed, the 3 ball is going to stay right there. He'll have a shot on that next. He'll be able to continue his run.
He doesn't like it. He's only got probably a half a pocket to make that 3. So.
Right.
And if he does shoot the 3, then he'll make the cue ball go back out past the 6, I think. But he wants it on the rail for the 5 too.
Right. Well, he might be forced to play this hard and send a 3 ball across table and play it in the opposite corner. Unless it fits by the 9. He's got to be real accurate right here. Yeah, he played it past. He had enough. And he's got plenty of angle on that 4 ball. He can come across table twice. He won't have to mess with the 8.
Yeah.
Again, that was a good shot. Good position shot on Shane Van Boning's part right there. Yeah, after losing yesterday, he wants this match. He wants a chance to get back in that final match. So he's going to take his time. He's going to get perfect. He'd like to get perfect. I think he can see it. He's not happy with his position right here. He'll probably just force forward 2 rails and play the 6 on the side.
It looks like he has an angle.
He might just opt to roll it in. He might be too straight to come 2 rails. He might catch that point. So he might just roll this in, play the cut on the 6. Now, I don't like shooting these shots in the side pocket. I don't know about you.
Nobody does.
And now he almost has to hit it hard enough to roll up past the 7.
Yeah.
That decreases the accuracy a little bit. And if he's a little past straight in on this 6 ball, he might even brush the 7 or push it close to the side pocket.
I think he's got the angle he wants. I think he has to cut the 6 to the left, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I think so.
That's what he's hoping. That's what we're hoping. That's obviously going to give him the best chance. He'll just roll it straight up in that case. He definitely didn't want to be on the rail right here, though. You see from here, it looks like, yeah, it looks like he's got the angle to come away from that 7. But again, it's a touchy shot. Oh, you see, he missed it, and he's going to give Thorsten a great shot here.
Oh.
That was a big mistake. You see, after 11 racks, we finally see Van Boening make a mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, this game should be over now. Gee whiz.
Oh, absolutely should be over. Thorsten is happier than he's been in the last half hour. He's thankful he's got a shot, and he's going to take advantage right here, and he's going to tie this match up at 6 apiece.
Easy out here.
Yeah. Yeah, Thorsten's just going to play this straight up and down the table. He's going to leave himself an angle on that 9, and he'll come forward 2 rails and play the 10 ball in that same pocket. And again, he's going to tie this match up. And that's the break he needed.
It sure is.
The mistake that Van Boening made. Shane's hoping that mistake wasn't fatal, because Thorsten is the type of guy.
Who's breaking?
It's 6 apiece right now, and I believe Shane Van Boening has the break. He won the leg, and that's the benefit of winning the leg. If it goes hill-hill, Shane's going to have the first opportunity to win this match.
Yeah, it is an advantage then, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's something else the amateur doesn't do. They don't practice the leg.
Yeah, you're right.
Hardly anyone practices the leg, and believe me, it comes up big.
Yeah.
In this situation here, Shane Van Boening's going to be glad he practiced the leg because he won. And it's going to give him the opportunity to win this match if it goes hill-hill.
Didn't think of that.
Yeah. A lot of people don't. They just assume, well, we'll flip a coin.
Yeah.
You know, but in these pro events, you don't flip coins.
Yeah.
You know, you lag for the break.
And if it goes into a tie, then it means something.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Shane didn't make anything on the break there, and he kind of left a lot of congestion on the table here.
Sure did. 3, 5, 6 are in trouble.
Yeah, Thorsten is going to play a safe, I think, off the right side of that 1, trying to send it up between the 2 and 7, and he wants to try and get tucked up underneath that 6, underneath the 4 ball, up at the other end of the table. He's going to leave Shane with a bunch of stuff in his way. I think he'll try and play 2 rails underneath that 4 ball. And if he executes this properly and gets tucked up under that 4, Shane's going to be in trouble. The 5 and 6 are going to pose quite a challenge later on in the rack.
No way to get to him
Yeah.
except off the 4. Tough to get that to 3. You have to shoot the 3 down the corner.
Right, he can shoot the 3 up the corner. He'll have a cut on the 4 ball, but he can't get deep enough into that corner with the 10 ball there to break out that 5 and 6. Unless he comes long off the 4 ball near the side pocket and tries to break it up that way.
Yeah.
But again, he's got a lot of work to do right here. And that's what Thorsten tried to do. He tried to get underneath that 4 ball, which he didn't do. He did tie up the 1 a little bit, and Shane's going to have a 2-rail kick at it.
Boy, that is a mess down there.
Yeah.
8 balls.
Now, I don't think he's going to hit this hard. I think he's going to play a 2-rail spin shot if he can tickle that left side of that 1 and come up maybe by the 5 and 6, the 1 might bank.
That's what he's good at. Look,
Exactly.
He did it. He did it.
He
Look
did
at that.
He hit it perfectly. He did leave Thorsten a shot. He can see that 1 ball. And I think he's going to put Shane. He's going to put Shane back in.
Back in the hole.
Exactly.
Move the cue ball over by the 8 or up behind the.
I think he's going to come off the right side of that 1, and again he's going to try and sneak up underneath that 4 ball.
Maybe he can hit the left side of it. I think it'd be better to put the cue ball here. But if he might not be able to hit the left side of the 1 ball, so I think he'll go to the right.
Yeah, he's got right hand spin on this. He's going to go up 3 rails and try and get underneath that 4 again. He hit it kind of straight towards that corner. It looks like, yeah, he played a good shot. He just wanted it to get that extra 2 inches. But Shane's in a tough spot right now because the right side of the table is cut off. He can't go straight ahead.
Tell you what, he's got him in a good spot for 3 scratches here.
Right. You know what an option Shane has right now? It sounds kind of crazy, but if he can't hit that 1, he might want to go and break up that 5-6 and kind of destroy that end of the table a little bit to prevent Shane from putting him on 3.
Yeah.
He's going to say, yeah, you know, if you want the rack, you're going to have to run it out to win. He's not going to let him get the chance to put him on 3. And by breaking up that cluster down there, Thorsten might be forced to run out.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Shane decides to do. I don't think he can say
look
it.
at this. Look at this.
He might be trying to get past the 3. No, he tried to. Okay, we have some updates from the outside table. Kelly Fisher won her match 9-1 over Paglia. And I guess Sarah Rousey, I'm sorry, was up 7-1 over Bryant. I think we got the scores mixed.
Well, he's got a good chance here now. He's got a good chance here to 3 scratch him.
Yeah, you see, I think that's what he tried to do with the 3 ball. He tried to maybe block, do something really to keep Thorsten from putting him on 3, but and that's why
he might just put the cue ball right down here.
Yeah, he's going to try and just get it underneath that 8 ball. I think he's going to have to draw it. You see, I'm not crazy about this shot from here. He might play the 1 off the 2.
Oh, he's going to go.
He's going to go for the run out at least, or he might play the 2 and safe him on the 3 right now.
That's right. That's right.
He might decide to play this 2
What
ball.
would he have done with the 1 here and the cue ball right behind the 8? What could he have done?
Yeah,
Wow.
nothing. He would have been stuck.
I think so.
He might try to break out the 5-6 right here. Yeah, you see, he's going for that run out, and that was a great shot. Left himself an angle on that 3. He opened up the 5.
Opened up the 4s out there. Nice.
So that was a smart shot.
Yeah.
I think Shane was a little fortunate that he couldn't be locked up on 3 maybe, and now he's going to just see maybe Thorsten can't run the rack out. You know, he had to take his chance right there. He was in a tough spot. So
hit this with a little right spin, come down for the 5.
Yeah. So now at the late end of this match, Thorsten Hohmann is in a good spot.
Yeah, he is.
To actually go ahead for the first time. And he's going to play this with a little bit of right hand spin. And come up close to that side pocket. Yeah, he played that well. Straight in on that 5.
Very nice. Easy to get out for backing out for the 6.
Yeah, if he backs up a 1.5 feet or so, almost to where he is now, he can play the 6 ball in that corner pocket and come 1 rail across for the 7 in that same pocket. I don't think the 8's blocking the 7. He might put all 4 of these balls in that same pocket.
That was perfect.
Yeah. A little bit of a draw shot, same shot he just played.
Oh, he's over a ball a little bit here. He didn't want to really do that.
Yeah, I think he'll handle this pretty good though. I can't believe he missed that.
Yeah, he didn't want to get over that ball.
Did I jinx him? Did I curse the guy?
Yeah, and he didn't take his time either
Wow.
on
Yeah,
that. He
you
didn't
noticed
stop.
that?
No, some of you out there that wanting to improve your pool game, notice that most of the pros, the last thing they do is stop the cue tip right at the cue ball. And the brain is saying, is that perfect? You just stop there and say, is that perfect? Yes. Then shoot from there. And he just kind of wiggled the cue and shot without that stop, I think.
Yeah, you see. Thorsten, again, he still doesn't look comfortable at the table. To me, there was no reason for him to miss that 7.
Oh, none whatsoever.
Okay, he's going to bank, obviously, 1 rail at this. Well, we have an update on the Rousey-Bryant match. I believe Rousey is leading 6 games to 1. We're trying to get these scores to you.
Oh, look at how he hit it. Hit the rail, hit the rail.
He doesn't want to scratch in after it. Okay, he did a good kick shot there.
Beautiful shot.
Again, he had no choice but to play that and just leave position up to chance. He's going to thin the right side of the 1 and come up table and get him stuck with that 9. He's going to leave him distance at the very least. Again, he's had really no opportunity to do anything better with that shot.
Boy, he hit that leg absolutely perfect. Look at this.
Yeah, see, he got right up under it by that 9.
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, he played that very well. Again, that's all he could do.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Perfect speed control there.
Yeah.
Move that 6 out that far and still have the cue ball go 10 feet.
Yeah,
or
well,
11 feet.
Shane obviously has the speed of this table down, and I think Thorsten. Yeah, Thorsten's he's still struggling a little bit, and it shows.
Well, it sure was a mental lapse when he missed that 7.
Yeah, that was completely, completely unexpected.
Oh, he's gonna talk about the tide turning, huh?
Yeah, momentum has switched, but he's going to play a 1 rail kick at this.
The side pocket is a big problem here, I think, on this kick, don't you? It's in the way. He's going to have to use some spin or shoot below center to hold the cue ball. I think the side pocket's a big problem here. If he does get down behind the 8, he can scratch. He might choose to just do this. Go right at it.
You think he's going to masse perhaps, or jump?
Or jump.
You think he would call the bank shot? You think he's going to try and bank the 8? I mean, if he jumps at it, that's a great shot. It gives him a chance to make it.
Exposing everything, unless he can.
I mean, I really see no other safety option. He might be able to play 1 rail between the 9 and the side pocket, come underneath the 8, and kick it up table. But the 8's real close to that cushion, so
He might call the bank here.
he might try and hit it full on and have the cue ball be kicked back up table by the 8 when it makes contact with the rail.
Look at this.
He did play
Look
the
at this.
bank.
Look at
Wow.
Look at this.
Look
at this.
Wow, he got fortunate with the leave on that.
Oh, did he get lucky? Made a great shot, too.
Made a great attempt on that shot.
Great attempt, yeah. Wow.
Now, Van Boening might be able to see the edge of that 8 ball. He might be able to see it enough to cut it in that corner pocket.
Yeah, if he can, the cue ball might go right around the 10, too. Perfect.
Yeah, he can play a little bit
Doesn't
of
really
left-hand
matter
spin.
if he chances of getting the 10 involved with the problem is nil.
Well, even if he does hit the 10 ball, the cue's going to stay at this end of the table.
That's right.
The 9 is going to be right there. I think he's going to have to play this. If he can see it, if he can see this, the edge of that 8 ball, he's going to try and cut in that corner pocket. I think that's what he's looking at now. I don't think he can see enough of it to play 1 rail and leave Thorsten behind the 10 ball.
This is a key shot.
Yeah.
Here. It's so important in the shot. He was. Thorsten did get lucky there. He made a great hit, but he got lucky.
And you know what? Since he called the bank, and missed it. Van Boening put him back in.
Oh,
You see, because it's called shot. You can't get lucky, you know, and have it be an advantage. You can't. You see, that's where these rules come into play.
oh,
You see, Van Boening didn't like the shot. He gave it right back to Thorsten because he didn't play it.
that's right. Forgot about that rule.
Exactly. You see, that's. You see, it's an advantage for Shane. It's a disadvantage for Thorsten. And Thorsten right now is just getting Frank to clean the ball. Frank's the tournament director.
Frank does a super job, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does a great job. He's been doing this, I think,
I
for
know.
quite a number of years now.
Treats the people super. I mean,
Yeah.
he's good with the people. And
Yeah,
classy guy.
and he's a funny guy too. I think he's
Yeah,
a comedian
I heard
also.
that. I heard
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So he's getting that ball positioned pretty good. He's getting it cleaned up. Again, Thorsten, he's got to cut at this, I think. I don't know if he can see enough of it, like I said, to maybe bank the one and try and tuck up underneath that 10 ball. I don't like coming one rail behind the 9 right here because you're defenseless. There's nothing to hide
Well,
behind.
I think he made it obvious to us that he could see it
Yeah.
by the way he's been aiming at it, and he's going over and looking at it. So I think he knows he can cut it. It's just a super tough shot he has to make to win
Yeah.
the match, kind of.
Yeah, and I think he's going to have to let the cue ball run a little bit.
And
so
if anything, he should overcut it if he misses it, because I think he's got a chance to be safe.
yeah, oh, he
Look at
played a
that
great
shot.
shot there.
Look at
He's
that
going to get
shot.
fortunate with the side pocket. Well, he played good. I thought he played for the 9 in the side, but he got good on that 9 in the corner pocket. He'll just play one rail. And again, he got lucky this rack. He was fortunate enough. He still has a
Shane
great.
gave him that tough shot, and he came through.
Yeah,
so
he gave
that's
it
a
back.
sign
Now
of a
Shane's
champion.
Exactly. Shane's regretting that decision he made. And Shane cuts that balls pretty good, so I'm kind of surprised he gave that back to Thorsten. And now Thorsten's going to take advantage, and he's going to be leading this set 7 games to 6. And there it is. Thorsten Hohmann is your new leader, 7 games to 6. So after 13 racks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. So sit tight, don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. We're back. Looks like the players are going to take a little bit of a break. So I've been instructing, not regularly. I mean, I try and teach beginners. I try and help people out. I've been playing pool for roughly 22 years or so, 23 years. I took a little bit of a break when I was a kid. You know, I got involved with other things and girls, and and I had a good time. But I started to get serious again about pool about 4 years ago. The Blaze Pro-Am had come to my area. And I always knew I could compete, and I didn't want to be 85 and say, why didn't I try? So I decided to try, and I found out that I could compete very well with these top players, and I decided to go for it, and start playing these pro events. And I like to try and teach people on the side a little bit. Helps keep me at the table, and I try and instruct beginners, intermediate people, intermediate students. Try and just help them with their mental game.
Oh, that's great.
Because for some reason I grasp how to play pool. I've never taken a lesson.
Oh, wow.
I've never had instruction. I mean, I've read some instructional booklets since then, but pretty much it's just something that I know how to do. I don't know how.
Natural athlete.
My grandfather on my mother's side, who I never met, he had died before I was born, but they said he played pool. His nickname was actually Click. because of the ball sound.
Uh-huh.
You know, the sound that the balls made when he hit him. So his nickname was Click, and he played billiards. He actually played snooker, I think it was, up in Canada. So I'm guessing that I have some of his talent, and his ability, you know. But yeah, I've been instructing a little bit for a couple of years now. And again, it's I can teach beginners and intermediate, you know, players. Try and train their brains, so to speak.
Okay.
Because I believe once you have the mechanics down, once you have the ability to execute a stroke, to advance past that, it's 90% mental.
No
You know,
question
the way I
about
look at it,
Very
because
important part of the game.
Exactly. I think it's the most part. It's the most important part. And all these top players, there isn't one player out there that can do something special with that cue ball that the rest of them can't do. You'll have one or two players that can come with a super stroke. Larry Neville, for example,
Sure.
he's got I think the world's most powerful draw stroke imaginable. The guy is phenomenal.
Isn't he?
With that stroke. I can't see how he does it. But for the most part, though, most of these top pros, they can all play the same way. They can all play the same shots. And what separates these players, in my opinion, is their mental ability, their mental focus at the table. You know, their understanding of, I guess, what type of mind frame the player needs to be in.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah, I think you're right. They all got it.
Yeah. So Thorsten right now is leading this match 7-6. He's going to break off rack number 14. He's closing the stats a little bit. You know, he's shooting high 800s, which is still excellent by any standards. And Van Boening has dropped a little bit. He was shooting 1,000, and then he made one mistake, and Thorsten capitalized on that. And now look at the position he's in.
Yeah. Thorsten missed that 7 that rack and ended up winning the rack.
Yeah.
That was he can brush his forehead with a woo.
Yeah. He's going to let out a sigh of relief.
Yes.
This table doesn't look to be too bad.
No.
A 2-9 combo.
He's got to keep the 2 under control. If he hit,
Yeah.
you know, that's tough to do on some of these shots.
Right.
Hit that side of the ball.
Well, yeah, he came off the 9 a little funny, but he was fortunate. He could still play the 2 in the pocket and play the 3 right behind it. The only issue I see is getting from the 4 back up table to the 5. He's obviously going to run into that 8 ball.
Yep. What he'll have to try to do off the 3 is come past the 7 and hit that rail if he can.
Right.
To leave that angle away from the 8.
Right. Yeah, if he plays from that side of the table, even if he brushes into the 8 with the left-hand spin, he's still going to come 2 rails out of this corner.
Mm-hmm.
So even making contact with that 8 isn't really going to be fatal. It might be beneficial for him to get the cue ball back down the table. But he's using the bridge. He nudged out the 3 pretty good. Now he's got that angle you were talking about to come up past that 7, or towards that 7 1 rail. And he'll play that 4 ball in the upper left-hand corner, and he probably will brush the 8. Looks close enough like he can. I don't think he can avoid hitting that 8 unless he gets a lot straighter. If he gets that cue ball past the 7.
Well, he's scared to get behind the 6 too, so that weighs on the mind. Oh, he's going to try it though. Look at this. Oh, he did. Oh, look at this.
Slow.
Look at that. He did it. He did it.
I can't tell. He might have an angle where, or straight in enough he can draw back.
I think he can go. I think he can move the cue ball. I think he might come right back here.
Yeah, he can draw back with right-hand spin and spin 1 rail towards the 5. That was a great shot.
That was straight in.
That was a beautiful shot on that 3 ball he played.
Yeah.
And at this point, Thorsten knows if he wins this game, he's on the hill.
Yeah.
So that 3 ball was a great shot.
Oh.
It put him in great position now to take control of this match.
Sure did. All he's got to do is slide back past the side pocket here. This game is history now.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of an angle on the 6. He's going to hit the 8 a little bit.
Yeah, he'll hit the 8 and make sure he's got an angle on the 7 so he can stay by the 8.
Yeah. Well, he might try to nudge the 8 towards that corner pocket. By hitting the 6 ball, maybe with a little bit of follow, a
Yeah,
little
but
bit of
then he'd have to
left-hand
go down
spin.
table for the 8, and he'd have to go down table for the 8, so he'll come back for sure.
Okay, he broached off the
Yeah,
top of the 8. He's in great position based on where the
Yeah.
7 is, so he'll come one rail probably towards the 8, give himself a good angle to get back up table, and he's going to put himself on the hill first. So we've seen this match completely turn around. Shane Van Boening was leading the first half, and Thorsten was making some mistakes, and now it seems to be the opposite. Thorsten's leading the second half of this match, and he's put himself in great position right here. And Thorsten's going to get on the hill first, it looks like.
He'll probably draw 2 rails and end up right down and pass the side pocket, or will he going to follow?
He's going to go follow. He's going to go one rail.
I think it's 50-50 what a pro would do in that shot, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. Again, like I said, I think they're going to play the shot that they're most comfortable with.
Yeah.
You know, he could have played it either way and got on that 10. He's going to stroke it the way he feels more comfortable. And there you have it. Thorsten Hohmann is on the hill, 8 games to 6 against Shane Van Boening.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thorsten Hohmann is on the hill. Big round of applause for both these players. Shane Van Boening.
While we got a second, I'd like to give a good shout out to my buddies at Q-Shark. Kevin Constable, he's up here this weekend. He's got a great product, the tip tool. It's actually it's the best decision for killer precision. It's an 8-in-1 pocket tool. It's a tipper, scuffer, shaper, burnisher, mushroom trimmer, radius guide, and pocket marker, all in one. And it's very well designed. If you get a chance, check out his website, www.qshark.com. He's got a great product. It can be engraved. It's cast out of aluminum. It's indestructible. So give him a shout out and tell him Finger sent you.
This is incorrect.
He'd appreciate that.
Please make note.
Okay, Shane broke off and he made the 2, it looks like, in the side pocket, I think. I don't know if he can make the 1. I don't know if you can see the 1 rather. 7, 8, 9 are kind of tied
can't
up.
see the 1, but he'll push out. We got the 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Trouble there.
See, he can't play a kick shot because the 4 is in the way. He's got to watch out where he pushes right here because that 5 is big. Thorsten can absolutely put him behind that 5. So
He's got such a wall here.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to leave him where he can leave the 1 here and the cue ball here.
Exactly. He doesn't want to be able to come off the right side of the 1. He doesn't want to have to be able to come off the left side of the 1. He's going to give him a challenging shot. I think from here, Thorsten might not be able to put him behind the 5. Just at the speed, he has to hit the cue ball. It'll be a touchy shot, and he's not going to have a lot of separation.
He might be able to do it using the 5. You know, if he could hit the 5 with the 1.
Right.
And leave him there and load up the right spin. But
yeah, he could almost bank the 1, let's say 2 rails from this position into the 5. It'll give him a fuller hit on that 1, making it easier for him to get around the table. Again, but that's a difficult shot. Plus, he's right here on the rail. He's right close to the rail.
What do you think Shane will do here?
I don't know, but he's in a position right now where he has to play the correct shot. And that's something I tell the people that I teach is that you have to look for the correct shot. There's 1,000 things you can do, but he has to play the correct shot. Otherwise, Thorsten's going to take this match from him. I don't think he can bank it. I don't think he can bank it up towards the 1.
And now standing Rousey 6, Brian 5.
Okay, we just get some updates on the outside match. Sarah Rousey 6 and Bryant is at 5 right now, so that's a close match.
It's a tough decision. It's a tough shot.
The 7, 8, 9 are kind of tied up right there. The run-out's not going to be easy. Although, based on the position of the 6 ball, the 7 does look like it passes the 5. That'll be gone. I think he can hit most of all of it. I don't think the 8 ball is blocking the 7 too much. So he tried to play that shot behind the 5 with the 1 ball, and he left Thorsten a shot. Thorsten's sponsored by Lucchese Hybrid Q, which is a great product. He's been playing with that cue for a while. It's done him well. He plays very well.
Does Thorsten live in the States now?
Yeah, he lives in Jacksonville, Florida, I believe, right now. Originally from Germany. I'm not sure exactly where in Germany. But yeah, he's now in Jacksonville, Florida. And again, he's got all sorts of titles to his credit. He's won everything in Europe there is to win. He's a straight pull champion, 8-ball champion, 9-ball champion. I think he was the 2003 World 9-ball champ. He's been on the Mosconi Cup. Last year he was the runner-up in the World Cup of Pool. So he's got quite a resume.
Yeah, he missed that shot. He overcut it. You see that? I don't think he was playing safe there.
He got fortunate not to leave Van Boening a straight-in shot.
But now Van Boening should be able to put that cue ball down here by the 6, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
So this looks like it's a Van Boning's advantage big time on this game.
Yeah, he needed that right now. He played a good position shot with that 1. He's got it up under the 5. He didn't quite get to that 6-ball like you had mentioned. So Thorsten's going to have a 1-rail kick. I think he's going to spin 1 rail and try and put that 1 ball behind the 5.
If he goes 1 rail, he loses the option to hit the 1 on the left side. I think he'll go 2 if the side pocket's not in the way. See what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if he comes that way, exactly. See, I was looking at it if he comes this way and spins it and kicks it.
1 rail, okay.
I don't think he can't play 3 rails. He can play 2 rails behind the 5 and come at that 1 ball from the long rail.
We looked at that other end of the table. I don't know. Can he hit here and hit it? Can he hit close enough to hit it? He's hitting way out. I don't know if he can hit it 1 off the short rail. Can he? What do you think? That's the safest way, but
with a lot of spin, maybe. He's got to hit that one perfect though, because the 1's going to bank and the cue ball is going to glance towards the center of the table. So that looks like it's what he's going to do. If he hits it good, he'll leave the cue ball up underneath that 5. Okay, see, he got to brush off the 1.
Okay, that put Van Boening back in the driver's seat there.
We're having a slight technical difficulty right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Van Boning's in the driver's seat here. Do you think he'll try to shoot the 1 around the 9, or?
Off, yeah. Yeah, they're gonna reboot the whole thing. It froze up. Bottom right, you can drop down.